Buenas noches. All right, can we see the light and two blocks of wood, one standing precariously on the left-hand side and then the other one on the right-hand side. The shadows, you see the shadows being cast? These shadows are being cast by the light. You're being blinded by the light source, not the light radiating off of it, the light source itself. During a solar eclipse, when the sun is directly behind the moon, look at those shadows. I'll turn this one on. Now this light is more powerful, so it blocks out the other light. Not, it doesn't block it out, but it's brighter than the shadow, and it's brighter than the light casting the shadow. So because this is brighter, then you see this one, right? But it is not photons that are doing this. It's the light source itself, okay? During a solar eclipse, when the moon is directly in front of the sun, and the sun is positioned directly behind the moon, we have this scenario. So we have the sweet spot on planet Earth, as people find themselves in that perfect sweet spot here, and they're looking straight through the moon, and the sun is behind it. And on the outside of the moon, you can see the sun's corona. So you're seeing the sun behind the moon. This is why the sun is directly behind the moon during a solar eclipse. Sweet spot, moon shadow, the moon and the sun. It's a line going through all four. This simply cannot happen if there are photons involved. There are no photons involved. How is it possible that the people here in the sweet spot, on the sweet spot, can see the photons hitting the moon because they're standing in the shadow of it? So they are stood in a shadow being cast by photons that have travelled for 8 minutes and 20 seconds from the sun. But at the same time as they're standing in this shadow, they're seeing the sun because of the corona around the moon. They are seeing it in real time. It's in real time because there is a shadow coming straight off of the moon and creating the sweet spot on planet Earth. There are no photons. To think there are, it's a wrong conclusion, right? It is a very, very, very bad judgment call. It isn't a case of photons. What the moon is doing is it's blocking out the sun, right? There are no photons. Our eyesight is absolute as well. We do not have to wait for photons. It's a myth, right? It's a myth. You do not have to wait for photons to come flying at you from some light source, bounce wherever it's going, bounce off of that into your retinas, and then rods and cones come up with a colour and let the brain know. No, light is absolute. If a light is going to reach somewhere, it does so at the onset. There is no travel. It is the light source itself is that powerful. Bang! The moon blocks the light source, not photons that have been traveling for 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Light is absolute. If you can see a light source in the night sky, you're seeing it because it is powerful enough to reach you. That's basically it. It doesn't matter how far away you are from this flashlight. If I go like this, you will see the flashlight light up at the same time as the person who is the furthest possible distance away from this, but he can still see it, or she. You both see it at the very same time without any delay. Boom! Because light is absolute. There is no such thing as a photon. A solar eclipse proves it. And proves it easily, mind. Now, I've done my own bits and pieces when it comes to researching social media for content violations. And I call them violations because withholding your content or deciding who sees it and how many times and when, that is what is happening, right? This is another fact. Ever since I started posting on Rumble, well, not ever since I started posting on Rumble, but about a year ago, I subscribed to my channel because there was only a couple of people. But the reason I did it was to see how often I get the email. Oh, Indigo C1 has posted a new video. Every single time I've posted, boom, within the minute, right? Tells me that I've posted new videos. None of the others have. And some of the other sites have actually blocked some of my content, right? But Rumble did not. So from now on, I'm posting my stuff on Rumble first without any chance of me posting it somewhere else before, right? Because they let you post and people make their mind up as to what's real and what isn't. It isn't censored in any way whatsoever. And it's pretty slack that the truth is being censored. So, Indigo, capital C1 at Rumble. They control everything. I'm not even mega happy with YouTube, to tell you the truth, because there's been a couple. Funnily enough, one of the ones was one that was disallowed at the other two. And there is still one or two, I just deleted them because they would not load, right? Now, the numbers aren't correct. I know that. I know the numbers, the way they fluctuate. I know with the content I'm posting. I will post everywhere else. I will post at Rumble first. If you follow me, you will get a notification every single time I post. Every time I even open the door, okay? Help me help you. Word of mouth. To control the passage of information. Can you see that? Even this, how far is this going to get? That's what we're up against, folks. Solar eclipse proves that light is absolute. There is no doubt about it. Anyway, for that and more, Rumble, Indigo C1. All right, laters.